Hello and welcome to Cooking the Books with Heather. Today it is once again strawberry season. I started this channel during strawberry season with a strawberry recipe, and I will link that up there. I think it was a strawberry shortcake recipe. But I was looking for something else to do with some strawberries because my husband came home with 2 flats of strawberries this weekend. And I found this Strawberry-White Balsamic Shrub from Teresa Carle-Sanders' first Outlander kitchen cookbook. This is if you don't know, a shrub is sort of a vinegar-based flavoring thing. It's usually infused vinegar, sugar, sweet, that you can use for just in water for a non-alcoholic mocktail, or she suggests for this one, gin, vodka. You can make, a more adult drink with it as well. My husband is not a fan of vinegar in his drinks, but I thought we'd give this one a try. And I couldn't do it this weekend. I was going to do it this weekend. This is a weekday evening, rarely filmed during the weekdays, but I couldn't find white balsamic. So I did find it at a different grocery store and managed to get that today, and so now we're going to start it. It does take several days in the refrigerator to sort of infuse. So we're getting it started today. It reminds me a lot of the liqueur des fraises, which is, a strawberry liqueur that we made. I'll link that up there. My husband makes a batch every year, and so that was one of the reasons why he brought back 2 flats of strawberries, but we didn't need nearly that much for the liqueur, and usually 1 batch is enough for us for a year. Anyway. Let's go ahead and get started. I've babbled a lot. I have my strawberries prepared. They are washed, capped, and chopped. It doesn't say how big to chop them. I just chop them kind of small, a little bit smaller than I normally would for us to just eat them. First, I'm going to put my sugar in the jar. Now, she says to start with this much sugar, and then after it infuses, then you can add more if you want it. And now I'm going to put in my strawberries. I have this canning funnel just because I do can, so that makes it, I actually have one. It's not necessary, just be a little more careful. Just going to make sure I get them all out. I'm going to keep this measuring cup because I'm going to use it to measure the vinegar later. But for now, I need to get this sugar mixed with the strawberries so that the strawberries start giving off their liquid and dissolving the sugar, because we have to wait now until the sugar is dissolved, and that's an awful lot of sugar to dissolve. So I don't know. I'll check back in half an hour or so, and I'll let you know how long it took for these strawberries to dissolve this sugar, and we'll be back. I've let my strawberries and sugar sit for about half an hour, and the sugar's not completely dissolved, but I think that will take longer than I want to wait. But it is, you can see it is taking up a lot less room now than it was before. So I'm going to finish this up, and hopefully all of this will fit in there. So this is the white balsamic vinegar, the only stuff I could find locally. And I did take out the little thing that keeps it from pouring super fast because I want it to pour pretty fast because I need probably almost all of this. Almost all of it. I'm going to put that back in and try to use this up in a, I don't know, salad dressing or something sometime soon. All right. Probably don't really need the funnel. I'm going to go ahead and pour this in I'm going to give it a little bit of a stir, and hopefully that sugar will take up a little bit less space as it dissolves. I think I can get the last little bit of it in there. Oh, not quite. Well, that'll just have to be what it is. And the last thing I need to add is some peppercorns. So just a few peppercorns. That is an optional ingredient, but we're going to go all in. And so if I made this again, I would probably just fill it up with this at this point instead of worrying about trying to measure it. So that just depends on where you are. But, you know, we try to follow the recipe. I need to put the lid back on this and put it in the refrigerator and let it sit for about 5 days in the refrigerator, stirring it about once a day. I will probably shake it up just because my lid is pretty liquid tight. It won't leak, or shouldn't leak. Yeah, it won't leak. Just to make sure all of the sugar gets dissolved and everything mixes up. And we'll let you know in 5 days. Let's see, Sunday, that will be Mother's Day. We will come back and finish this up and try it out. My Strawberry-White Balsamic Shrub has been sitting in the refrigerator for a few extra days, but that's okay. She says you should taste it after about 5 days, see if you want it to be sweeter, and then you can add more sugar and let it sit for a little bit longer. We always have simple syrup in this house, and if we don't, it's super easy to make. 1-to-1 sugar, water, melt the sugar in the water, and you can sweeten it more if you think you need it. So I am now going to strain this. Got my measuring cup. Well, anything that will hold it all will do. She says it makes 3 cups, but this is, I don't know, I think it's going to be more than 3 cups. But it's a 4-cup container. So I'm going to try to pour this in here without completely making a huge mess. There we go. Hey, I don't think I spilled any. All right, so now here we go. It took a few days before the sugar all dissolved, really. And now I'm supposed to press on the fruit to get all of the juices out. I'm going to keep this. I've got a clean jar, but I'm going to keep this and rinse it because I already have a label on the top of it to use on my clean jar to put this back in the refrigerator. But it is ready to try. So we're going to try it here on camera. There are no instructions for making a drink with this shrub in the book, but except for stir into water or soda and serve over ice. Experimental cocktails with vodka or gin are also strongly encouraged. So I did do a little research online, and they say about 1 ounce of shrub to 6 ounces of soda water or water is generally where you should start, but you can make it however you like it. I'm going to start with like a 1/2 ounce and about 3 ounces, but I'm going to get some ice. I'm going to start with 1/2 ounce, which is about the same as a tablespoon, in my glass. And I have some club soda that I don't know if it even still has any fizz. So I'm just going to guesstimate about 3 ounces. This is a 10-ounce bottle. Get a spoon just to do a little stir. It's a little pink. Looks pretty. gonna add a little bit more. It is still pretty strongly vinegar. I can definitely taste it. My husband, I think, will not like it, but we're gonna let him taste it. I found some, I think this is Demerara syrup. I just want to taste it, see if it's a little bit, if a little more sweetness cuts the vinegar a bit. Since it's not just simple syrup, it did change the color, but I think it does tone down the vinegar a little bit. Let me see what you think. So you can play with the sweetness however you would like. I would not, if you really want to get the strawberry flavor, I would not suggest this kind of simple syrup. I would suggest this regular simple syrup. I just didn't want to make it right now while I was filming. It's no big deal. It's refreshing, but if you don't like shrubs, if you don't like vinegary things, probably won't like this. I will finish this. It's pretty refreshing, and it's a good sort of mocktail, something you can give to your kids if they like it. I don't think mine would. Or your adult friends who do not want to partake. But I am going to now make sort of a vodka tonic with some shrub in it. So I'm going to go with a little bit of vodka, about 1 shot. I'm going to go in with the same amount of shrub. The things that I've read also say less for a drink, for like an alcoholic drink. So I think I am going to go maybe about 3/4. I know. We can always add more. And then I have some tonic water that I bought for a recipe, I think from Drinking French, that then I completely forgot what it was for, and I haven't gotten back to it. So it's been in the refrigerator for a while. So I'm just going to top it off with this. And give it a stir. There we go. See what we think. Tonic water is bitter. Pretty bitter. But if you like that, I'm going to sort of top off my little bit of that. I'm not a fan of tonic. I'll finish it. I might add a little bit of this. It's a little better. If you like tonic water, that would probably be a good drink. I did not know until just now that I don't like tonic water, because like I said, first time I've ever bought it and I didn't manage to use it. So we'll see what I can do with the other 3 little bottles that I have. See if I like it in any of those applications, but I don't like gin. So I've never had a gin and tonic. And I don't really do vodka tonics either. So bourbon's my drink. Anyway, I don't think I would have this with bourbon. It just doesn't feel like a bourbon thing. Maybe we might try it. If we do, I'll let you know. Anyway, I like this. It's great for a mocktail. We will certainly enjoy it. I will share it with my friends. The summer's coming, and it will last forever in the refrigerator because there's a lot of vinegar in there, which means hardly anything can grow in it. It will take a long time before anything becomes unsafe about this, keeping it in the refrigerator. So, yeah, if you like a shrub, certainly a great option. Make it during strawberry season, and then you can have it for the rest of the year, you know, when you want a little special drink, alcoholic or not. Anyway, if you've enjoyed watching me make this, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. let me know in the comments down below if you actually like tonic water, because I apparently don't. And come back and watch me make something else next week. If you've enjoyed watching me make this, please. Can you not dance back there?
What?
I'm almost done, and you're trying to make this take longer. I couldn't stop it.
Go ahead.